Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's debate. Our main topic is how social media may influence young people and make them become interested in politics. Today there are 9 participants of the debate, actually 10 including me. 5 people who are going to convince us that the social media can encourage young people to get interested in politics, and 4 people who are going to prove us that this is not true. The side 4 is Zuzanna, Sebastian, Marzena, Anna and Jan, and against Jakub, Julia, Victoria and Adam. So let's start with the first question. Where do you get your news from? Let's start with this side, maybe Lady Zuzanna.
So mainly I check the news on the internet, and I usually don't read any papers or I don't watch TV. But when it comes to social media, there are many news sites that I follow. For example, on Instagram or on Snapchat. I like a few pages on Facebook. So that's the main place where I usually get my news from.
Okay, so this is basically internet. Jakub, where do you get your news from?
When we are talking about news about politics, I don't check it because I don't interest in politics. Sometimes I hear by accident something from TV when my father is watching, but I don't check politics news.
Okay, so basically if you know anything about politics, it's from TV and it's accidental.
Yes.
Alright, so you are not interested at all. Maybe someone else from the team against. Where are you getting your news from?
All I know about politics is what I hear accidentally on TV too, and I try to live far from politics.
Anybody else?
So I sometimes read newspapers or watch TV every morning, and sometimes I listen to the radio. Because I think that reading news on social media isn't good, because that not always is the truth.
Alright. Now maybe someone from here. What are your sources of getting news?
So I have to agree with Susanna. I also use mainly the internet to check out what is going on in the world, and I also talk about it with some of my friends that are not from Japoczno, so it's not possible to know some things without using internet, and that's the main place also for me.
Anybody else?
So actually I hardly ever check any political news because I'm simply not interested in this topic, but when I do, I always do it on the internet, mostly on Facebook or Instagram, and sometimes I watch news on the TV with my parents, but it's almost always accidental because, like I said, I'm not that interested in it.
Alright, additional question for your team. What are the social media portals you are mainly using to get your information from? Everyone share their opinion, please.
So I'm actually using Facebook, Instagram, or sometimes Snapchat. That's all the medias that I'm using.
How about you?
I usually use Twitter for that.
Twitter.
I usually use Facebook or Twitter and sometimes Instagram.
It's only Twitter and Facebook for me.
Mainly Instagram or Snapchat.
Alright, then the other side mainly said that it's TV and it's rather accidental. Okay, so here we go with social media and here with TV. Who in your life influences your political opinions? Maybe this time we'll start from the team against. Who in your life influences your political opinions?
I think mainly my parents, because they raised me, and sometimes I have the same opinion of something like them.
Okay, do you often talk about politics with your parents?
Not often, but sometimes we talk about it.
Alright.
Generally, there are no people who influence in my political opinion because I'm not interested in this topic. So it's hard to have opinion created on news or on opinions of other people. But maybe sometimes it's my mom about the most important issues.
What if you hear two people talking about politics? Are you avoiding this discussion?
Yes, I try to go somewhere else.
Alright. Now, who in your life influences your political opinions?
I think it's not about who and it's about what. It's not like a person can influence my opinion. It's mainly about an event, something that happens and it's important. This is only what can influence.
So, political events, or actually any events, are influencing your political opinion the most?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
So for me, it's mainly my my father who influences my political views. But as Sebastian said, even though my father says that he believes in something, and for example happens something that disagrees with my standards, then I can easily change my opinions. Not like we are raised in some political beliefs and we have to stay that way for the rest of our lives.
Okay, another question for your team. Do you follow profiles of known politics in internet social media?
I do, a few of them, some from Poland, some from America. I follow the Prime Minister of Canada. And I sometimes check their profiles, or when they do some live streams, I check them.
And do those posts they share influence your political opinion?
Maybe in a way, because I follow, those people who belong to some party, or that are mainly on the left side of the politics. So they don't usually influence my political views because they are actually the views that I agree with. But sometimes some posts that they share may change my opinion of them, or maybe widen my knowledge of them and their political career.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to add anything? Alright. Next question. Political memes. How often can you see them, and how do they change your opinion about politicians?
It doesn't change my opinion. It is impossible to be influenced by a meme to change my opinion. It's just ridiculous for me.
So in your opinion,
But I see them really often.
Yeah, but in your opinion, political memes cannot change anyone's opinion, or just yours?
No, it cannot change my opinion, but I think that it can influence anyone's else opinion.
How is it for the rest of you? Do they influence you, the political memes?
Maybe if they talk about a scandal of some kind, and then maybe I check what they are talking about. I learn that, for example, someone is corrupted, then they may change my political views, but not strictly, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like Zuza said, it depends on the kind of this. So some of them can make us laugh, and some of them can make us think about it.
Yeah, but some of them can do both as well, right?
Yes, it's possible.
So did it ever happen to you that political meme changed your opinion about something or someone?
Yes, it changed once or twice, but
Okay, now question to you. I suppose most of you often see the political memes as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
So do they change your opinion about politicians?
I think no, because someone who made the meme has his own way and view on politics problem, and when you agree with him, that meme can be ridiculous for you, but when you disagree, you scroll down because you think that it's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
I have a friend who is interested in politics, and he often shows me political memes, but I think it doesn't influence on my opinion, and especially when I'm a person who hardly change my opinion.
Okay, you mentioned that your friend shows you political memes. Who is the most often object on the political memes you can see? Like, who is this person you can see the most often?
There isn't such person because he usually shows me Polish politics, and they are not the same.
Okay. Do you think that social media can spread lies about politics and politicians?
Yes, of course, because the social media is like I can write something and very much people can read it and they think I said the truth, but it was not true. I can think about something, write a very stupid thing, and
People will believe it, right?
Yes.
So, in your opinion, you can actually influence someone's opinion about politics by...
About everything,
About
not
everything.
only about politics.
Alright. And for you?
I have to disagree with the team because, with social media you have a great place where you can do your own research. So when you're reading something, it's in your own, job to do the research. If you decide that what you read is the only fact that you are going to know about, and you don't read any other articles, you don't read the comments, I think that it's your fault that you're getting you're getting wrong informations, because you have such a great opportunity to look at other sites, and other comments, and people have other opinions, and people do videos about topics. And if you decide that what you read is the only thing that you hear, and you, for example, decide that it's the truth, like you don't do the research, then it's your own fault, in my opinion, that you get lied to.
So, in your opinion, it's your own business to check versions of both sides of the conflict in order to get real information of something, right?
Yes, because that's what people who want to get the real information and be well informed about politics should do.
Alright. Does anybody want to add something about the lies in social media?
You're right that people should check if the news is real or fake news, but it agrees that there are fake news in social media.
Of course, as well
So-
as there are fake news in the papers, in the radio,
Yes.
in the television. So with news, it's always a possibility that you're getting lied to.
Okay, you mentioned something about fake news, and those were very important words from Donald Trump during the last presidential election in USA. Do you think that social media are very powerful weapon during elections?
That's the moment when social media are the most powerful, I think, because in USA, for example, you can influence over, 200 of people, 100 millions of people, and I think that it's a real lot of people, so it's important to get their vote, and if you are able to convince them that you are the best with using social media, then I think it's the best way to get a vote from them.
If you are planning a career in politics, would you start with taking care of your social media profile?
I think it would be one of the first things you have to do if you want to be someone in a bigger stage, not only in local politics.
Okay, anybody else? How powerful is this weapon called social media during elections?
For people interested in politics, I think it could change their opinion, but I'm not sure because I'm not interested, so I didn't check it on myself. But when someone is not interested, he don't follow the news, don't follow political profiles. Yes, thank you. So it can't change his opinion or his or her, of course, about the issue, about party which is starting in elections. So it can be powerful for people interested in politics, but when someone is not interested, it can't influence.
Okay. Next year, most of us will be participating in the elections. Actually, will be allowed to participate in elections in our country. Would you check profiles on social media of politics before attending to vote?
Yeah, at least 1 week before the first election.
So we would start with checking social media of politics.
And everything that is that was written about them in social media.
Okay. Anyone else?
Their campaign managers probably create their profiles as a brochure of what they are as a politician, and I think it's a great look at all of those beliefs and things that they want to change or want to do or that they don't agree with. So it's very informative.
Anybody else? Maybe?
I wouldn't check the social medias because on social media everyone can write everything, and that not always mean something. I would watch the debate because that is the stressful situation when you see some candidate in action.
You can always watch the live stream of the debate on your social media account.
Yes, but you can be prepared for that. And in TV, when you have one side and other side, you can't prepare like on your Instagram or Snapchat.
Okay, as we are slowly closing to the end of the debate, let's go to the most important question, which is basically topic of this whole discussion. Can social media encourage teenagers to get interested in politics? Maybe let's start with you.
I think it can encourage young people to more often check and follow political life because of the simplicity, let's call it like that, of the social medias. We can find everything everywhere with a lot easier than waiting for a transmission in television or waiting for a newspaper with this.
Okay, now why do you think that social media cannot encourage teenagers to get interested in politics?
In my opinion, social medias can't encourage young people to political work because there are statistics which show that less than 10% of young people are interested in politics, and in my opinion, social medias won't change that.
In my view, social media definitely can influence young people to be more interested in politics because, to be honest, the majority of young people nowadays have social media accounts of only most popular websites like Instagram, Snapchat or Facebook, and this is our world. Like we check these pages every day, so this is the most common source where we can check anything, especially political news.
So I think that young people don't have enough time to be keen on politics issue because we have a lot of after lesson activities and we don't have enough time to be keen on politics.
So I think that it depends on the person and the opportunity that they have to be interested in politics. For example, I have the chance to participate in this project, but without it, for sure, I wouldn't be interested in it.
Okay, so I think that the most of people young people aren't interested in politics, and when they are in their social media, they don't see anything about politics, and when they see between one photo of friend and second photo of friend, that is the only annoying thing for them.
I think that yes, social media can influence teenagers' opinions about elections, about politics. There are organizations even in Poland such as Center for Citizenship Education that organizes a lot of events connected with elections, with voting, with local politics, and it definitely is something that young people can be interested in if it's promoted in a good way.
As I said earlier, when someone is interested in politics, social media probably can influence on your opinion. But when most of young people are not interested in the issue, so social media rather can't change it. It's impossible.
So I think that this year's midterm elections that happened in the USA showed that a huge number of young people got encouraged to vote. And I think that one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, of that is I saw lots of celebrities post so many pictures or videos, talking about how important it is to vote. I saw many, politicians on the social media, and the rating shows that a huge number of young people voted this year. So I think that it shows that social media has a great impact on young people, and it encourages them to take action and vote in the elections.
Alright, so in overall, the team 4 mentioned many facts that they watch politicians' profiles on social media, that social media can spread lies and true information as well, and if we find balance between them, we can actually get the real information of something. And on the other hand, we had side against, who mentioned that sometimes TV is better source of information, and that the only people who can influence their political opinions are their parents or friends. And well, I think that social media can still put a huge impact on politics, and we need to be aware how dangerous political weapon social media are, and probably in future it may become even more important, and I think that soon television will not be the most important part of political life anymore. Thank you for participating in the debate.